Good morning students. In the previous session we have completed practice set 48, lesson number 13, Pythagoras theorem. Now today we will start with practice set 49. So this is practice set 49. Find the Pythagorean triplets from among the following sets of numbers. Now here sets of numbers are given. You have to find out Pythagorean triplets. So first step, we'll write down squares of each number. Now see, the numbers are given 3, 4, 5. So we'll write down squares. 3 square is equal to 3 multiplied by 3, that is 3 3s are 9. 4 square is equal to 4 4s are 16. And 5 square is equal to 5 5s are 25. So 25. So first what we have done, first we have written all the squares, okay? Squares of each number which are given in the question. Now which is the longest side here? 3, 4, 5. Which is the longest side? That is 5. So first we'll write down longest side square, that is 5 square is equal to 25. This is first statement. Okay, first statement what we will do, we'll take longest side square, that is 5 square, because in the right angle triangle the longest side is the hypotenuse, correct? So what is Pythagoras theorem? Hypotenuse square is equal to sum of the squares of other two sides. So first we'll find out longest side square, that is hypotenuse square. So here we are written, this is first statement. Okay, now what is the next step? We'll write down sum of the squares of other two sides, or you can write down side 1 square plus side 2 square. Don't write both this. You will write down, either you will write sum of squares of other two sides, or you will write down side 1 square plus side 2 square. No need to write down both this. Okay, you will write down sum of squares of other two sides or side 1 square plus side 2 square. First what we will find out? First we'll find out square of longest side, then side 1 square plus side 2 square. Now which is the side 1? That is 3. Side 2 is 4. So 3 square plus 4 square. I hope you are clear till here. First we will find out longest side square, that is 5 square. That is 25. Yes, this is the first statement. In the second statement, side 1 square plus side 2 square. Or you can write down sum of squares of other two sides. Okay, so 3 square plus 4 square. 3 square is 9 and 4 square is 16. So 9 plus 16 is 25, right? And this is the second statement, as you can see here. Now see here, from 1 and 2 what we got? 1 from 1 and 2, from statement 1 and 2, see here, this is longest side square is what? 25. And here sum of the squares of other two sides is also 25. So longest side square is equal to side 1 square plus side 2 square, right? From 1 and 2 what we got? Longest square is equal to side 1 square plus side 2 square, because what is longest side square? That is 25. And what is side 1 square plus side 2 square? That is also 25. So from 1 and 2, from first statement and from second statement, longest side square is equal to side 1 square plus side 2 square, that is 5 square is equal to 3 square plus 4 square. Therefore 3, 4 and 5 is a Pythagorean triplet. Why this is Pythagorean triplet? Because what is the Pythagoras theorem? Hypotenuse square is equal to sum of the squares of other two sides. So from the sets of numbers, which is the hypotenuse? The longest side is the hypotenuse. So first we'll find out square of the longest side, that is 5 square. Yes, it should be equal to the sum of the squares of other two sides, that is 3 square plus 4 square. Yes, then from statement 1 and from statement 2 what we have concluded? We have concluded that longest side square is equal to side 1 square plus side 2 square. Therefore 3, 4 and 5 is a Pythagorean triplet. I hope you are clear with this. Now we'll move to the next sum. Okay, now this is third sum. Second sum is for homework. Now see here, sets of numbers are given, that is 4, 5, 6. Now again, first what is the first step? We'll write down squares of each number. So 4 square is equal to 16. What is the next number? 5. That is 5 square is equal to 25 and 6 square is equal to 36. Okay, previously also I had told you, you have to learn all the squares till 30. Okay, 1 to 30, learn all the squares. And how you have to find out squares? Okay, suppose 2 square, how you will find out? 2 multiplied by 2. Then 3 square, 3 multiplied by 3. Okay, like this you will write down all the squares from 1 to 30 and you will learn that squares. Now after writing the square, what is the next step? Yes, longest side is what? 4, 5, 6. Which is the longest side here? That is 6, correct? So longest side square, that is 6 square, is equal to 36. Now this is the first statement. Okay, what is the first statement? First we'll find out longest side square. Now what is the second statement? Side 1 square plus side 2 square, or you can write down sum of the squares of other two sides. Now I have not written both the statement. Earlier also in the first sum I had told, don't write both the statement. You will write down either side 1 square plus side 2 square or sum of the squares of other two sides. Okay, so side 1 square plus side 2 square. Now which is the side 1? 4, and which is the side 2? That is 5. So 4 square plus 5 square. 4 square is 16 and 5 square is 25. Now do the addition. 16 plus 25. We'll do here addition. 25 plus 16 or 16 plus 25. 6 plus 5, that is 11. 1 here, 1 carrying. 2 plus 1, 3 plus 1, 4. So what we got? 41, right? So 16 plus 25, that is 41. So this is now second statement, correct? Okay, now this is second statement. And what is the first statement here? Longest side square, what we got? 36. And what is the second statement? Side 1 square plus side 2 square is equal to 41. Now from 1 and 2, longest side square, that is 36, is not equal to side 1 square plus side 2 square. Now why it is not equal to? Because see here, longest side square is 36. And what is side 1 square plus side 2 square? That is 41. So from 1 and 2, they are not equal. That is 6 square is not equal to 4 square plus 5 square. Therefore 4, 5 and 6 is not a Pythagorean triplet. Why it is not a Pythagorean triplet? Because what is the Pythagoras theorem? What it states? Hypotenuse square is equal to sum of the squares of other two sides. Now here hypotenuse is what? That is longest side. Means 6 square is 36. And what is the sum of the squares of other two sides? That is 41. So 36 is not equal to 41, right? Therefore 4, 5 and 6 is not a Pythagorean triplet. Okay, if from 1 and 2 both the statements are same, are equal, then only it is a Pythagorean triplet. Now from 1 and 2, what we got? Longest side square is not equal to side 1 square plus side 2 square. That is 6 square is not equal to 4 square plus 5 square. Therefore 4, 5 and 6 is not a Pythagorean triplet. Okay, hope we are clear with this sum. So we have completed first sum and third sum. Now we'll move to the next sum. Okay, now this is fifth one. Fourth one is for homework. 9, 40, 41. Again the sets of numbers are given. First step is what? You will write down squares of each number which are given in the question. So 9 square is equal to 81. 9 nines are 81. 40 square is equal to 1600. You will do multiplication. 40 multiplied by 40. You will get the square. That is 1600. And 41 square is 41 multiplied by 41. That is 1681. Okay, 41 multiplied by 41 is 1681. Now what is the first step? We will find out longest side square, correct? So longest side square is equal to, which is the longest side? 9, 40, 41. Which is the longest side? 41. So 41 square is equal to 1681. This is first statement. Now what is the second statement? How you will find out second statement? Side 1 square plus side 2 square, or sum of the squares of other two sides. Now side 1 square and side 2 square. Which is the side 1? That is 9, and side 2 is 40. So 9 square plus 40 square. 9 square is 81 and 40 square is 1600. That is 1600. So 1600 plus 81. The answer is 1681. You will do the addition of these numbers. 81 plus 1600. That is 1681. Now this is second statement. Then from 1 and 2, what we have concluded from 1 and 2? See here, what we got here in the first statement. What is the answer? Longest side square is equal to 1681. What is the second statement? That is side 1 square plus side 2 square is equal to 1681. Now from 1 and 2, longest side square is equal to side 1 square plus side 2 square. Now this from 1 and 2, this both the answers are equal. Longest side square is equal to side 1 square plus side 2 square. So that is 41 square is equal to 9 square plus 40 square. Therefore 9, 40 and 41 is a Pythagorean triplet. Now they are Pythagorean triplet. Why? Because from 1 and 2 what we have got, that is longest side square means hypotenuse square is equal to sum of the squares of other two sides, right? So because of this is Pythagorean triplet. Hope you are clear with these questions. Okay, now write down the homework sums. These are the homework questions. Please write down these questions in your notebook and you will solve these sums in your classwork. Find the Pythagorean triplets from among the following sets of numbers. Find the Pythagorean triplets from among the following sets of numbers. Same, just now I explained, in that way only you will solve these sums. Second one, 2, 4, 5, 2, 4, 5. Fourth one is 2, 6, 7, 2, 6, 7, and sixth one is 4, 7, 8. 4, 7, 8. What is the first step? First you will find out longest side square. That is first statement. What is the second statement? Side 1 square plus side 2 square. Then from 1 and 2 you will conclude whether the first statement, that is longest side square, is equal to side 1 square plus side 2 square or no. Okay. So if it is equal, then it's a Pythagorean triplet. If it's not equal, then it is not a Pythagorean triplet. Now we'll move to the second question. Now this is question number 2 from practice set 49. The sides of some triangles are given below. Find out which ones are right angle triangle. Now again you will follow the same steps, same method you have to follow, just final statement is little bit different. Okay, all the other steps are similar. So what is the first step? We'll write down squares of each number, that is 8, 15 and 17. It is given in the question. The sets of numbers are given, that is 8, 15 and 17. First step, we will write down squares of each number. 8 square is 64, 8 8s are 64, 15 square is 225 and 17 square is 289. Yes, after writing the squares of each number, what is the next step? Longest side square is equal to, which is the longest side? 8, 15 and 17, 17. So longest side square is equal to 17 square, that is 289. So this is first statement. Okay, what is the first statement? Longest side square, that is 17 square, is equal to 289. Now second statement, how you will find out second statement? Again I have written here two statement. You will write down only one, sum of squares of other two sides, or you can use side 1 square plus side 2 square. No need to write down both this. Sum of squares of other two sides or side 1 square plus side 2 square. So what is side 1 and what is side 2 here? That is side 1 is 8 and side 2 is 15. So 8 square plus 15 square. Now write down the squares. 8 square is 64 and 15 square is 225. Now add these numbers, 225 plus 64. 225, that is 15 square, and 8 square is 64. 5 plus 4, 9. 6 plus 2, 8, and 2 as it is. What we got? 289. So here this is 289. So this is second statement. Now what is the first statement? Longest side square is equal to 289. And what is the second statement? Side 1 square plus side 2 square is equal to 289. From 1 and 2, longest side square is equal to side 1 square plus side 2 square. Now this is equal. See here we got 289. Here it is 289. Means what? From 1 and 2, this longest side square is equal to side 1 square plus side 2 square. Correct? That is 17 square is equal to 8 square plus 15 square. See, this square is equal to sum of the squares of these two sides, that is 8 square plus 15 square. Therefore, now see the final statement properly. Therefore, the sides of lengths 8, 15, 17 will form a right angle triangle. Now in the question it is asked, find out which ones are right angle triangles. So you will write down in the final statement, the sides of lengths 18, 15, 17 will form a right angle triangle. Now do not write here this is Pythagorean triplet. The method is same, only in the question we have to find out which ones are right angle triangles. So in the final statement you will write down these sides will form a right angle triangle. Okay, you will not write down this is Pythagorean triplet. If it is asked find out Pythagorean triplet, then only in the final statement you will write down Pythagorean triplet. Now in this question number 2 they are asked to find out which ones are right angle triangle. So you will write down in the final statement will form a right angle triangle. Why they are forming right angle triangle? Because what is Pythagoras theorem? Pythagoras theorem states that hypotenuse square is equal to sum of the squares of other two sides. Now which is the hypotenuse here? Hypotenuse is always the longest side. So 17, that is, what is the 17 square? 289. Which are the other two sides? That is 8 and 15. What is the sum of the squares of other two sides? 289. So longest side square is equal to sum of the squares of other two sides. Because of these only, these say 8, 15 and 17, these sides are forming right angle triangle. Okay, hope you are clear with this sum. Now we'll move to the next sum. Okay, now this is third sum. Second sum is for homework. Third sum, the sets of numbers are given 11, 60 and 61. What is the first step? We'll write down squares of each number. 11 square is 121, 60 square is 3600 and 61 square is 3721. Now I know I told you to learn the squares till 30. If the number beyond that, then you will do multiplication. Okay, that number you will multiply twice. 61 square, how you will find out square of 61? 61 multiply by 61, you will get the answer 3721. Now what is the first statement? Longest side square. Which is the longest side? Yes, 11, 60, 61. Which is the longest side? 61. So longest side square is equal to 61 square, that is 3721. This is the first statement. Okay. Now second statement. How you will find out second statement? Sum of the squares of other two sides, or side 1 square plus side 2 square. Now I have not written both the statement. I have written only side 1 square plus side 2 square. Okay, you can write down sum of the squares of other two sides, or you can write down side 1 square plus side 2 square. Any one. Side 1 square plus side 2 square, that is 11 square plus 60 square. Now write down the squares. 11 square is 121 and 60 square is 3600. Now do the addition. 3600 plus 121. 60 square is 3600 and 11 square is 121. Now do the addition. 1 plus 0 1, 2 plus 0 here 2, 6 plus 1 7 and 3 as it is. So what is the addition? 3721, correct? So what is the second statement here we got? What is the answer for the second statement? That is 3721. Now from 1 and 2, from first and second statement, see here, longest side square is equal to side 1 square plus side 2 square. Now this is also 3721 and this is also 3721. So here what sign we will write down? Equal. Okay. So longest side square is equal to side 1 square plus side 2 square. That is 61 square is equal to 11 square plus 60 square. See this. Therefore what is the final statement? Therefore the sides of lengths 11, 60, 61 will form a right angle triangle. They will form a right angle triangle. Why? Because longest side square is equal to side 1 square plus side 2 square. Yes. So sides 11, 60 and 61 will form a right angle triangle. Okay. Now we'll move to the next sum. That is fourth one. Now as you can see here, the sets of numbers are given, that is in point, in decimal point, 1.5, 1.6 and 1.7. Okay. So first we'll find out squares of each number. 1.5 square. So how you will find out 1.5 square? It's not difficult. You will first write down 15 square. What is the 15 square? That is 225. Correct? 15 square is 225. Now here it is given 1.5. So 1.5 means what? 1.5 square means 1.5 multiplied by 1.5. See, from the right hand side, okay, after decimal point how many numbers are there? Here it is one number, here it is one number, means total there are two numbers. So start from right hand side, count from right hand side 1, 2. After 2 digits you will put a decimal point, that is 2.25. So what will be the answer? 2.25. What is the square of 1.5? That is 2.25. Okay. For 16 also same. What is 16 square? That is 256. From right hand side, decimal point after 2 digits. So that is 2.56. Now what is the square of 1.7? 17 square is 289, and from right hand side after 2 digits you will put a decimal point, that is 2.89. Now we have written squares of each number. 1.5 square is 2.25, 1.6 square is 2.56, and 1.7 square is 2.89. Now we'll write down the first statement, that is longest side square is equal to, which is the longest side? 1.5, 1.6, 1.7. From this, which is the longest side? 1.7. So longest side square means 1.7 square is equal to 2.89. Yes, 1.7 square is what? 2.89. So this is first statement. Now second statement is side 1 square plus side 2 square. Which is the side 1? That is 1.5. Side 2 is 1.6. So 1.5 square plus 1.6 square. 1.5 square is 2.25 and 1.6 square is 2.56. So do the addition. 2.25 plus 2.56, correct? Now 5 plus 6, 11, 1 here, 1 carrying, 5, 6, 7, 8. Here this is decimal point, 2 plus 2, 4. What we got? Addition 4.81, correct? So what we got for the second statement, that is 4.81, and what we got here, first statement, that is 2.89. Then from 1 and 2, longest side square is not equal to side 1 square plus side 2 square. Why it is not equal? Because what is longest side square? 2.89. And what is side 1 square plus side 2 square? That is 4.81. So these two are not equal. So longest side square is not equal to side 1 square plus side 2 square. That is 1.7 square is not equal to 1.5 square plus 1.6 square. Therefore, what is the final statement? Therefore, the sides of lengths 1.5, 1.6, 1.7, which are given in the question, will not form a right angle triangle. Now you will write down, will not form a right angle triangle. See the final statement. The sides of lengths 1.5, 1.6, 1.7 will not form a right angle triangle. Now you will write down here, this is will not form a right angle triangle. They are not forming a right angle triangle. Yes, why they are not forming a right angle triangle? Because longest side square is not equal to side 1 square plus side 2 square. Because of this, they are not forming a right angle triangle. Okay, hope you are clear with this sum. So now write down the homework sums. Okay, so these are the homework sums from question number 2. The method is same for question number 1 and 2. Yes, only the final statement you will write it properly. Where it is asked Pythagorean triplet, in the final statement you will write down Pythagorean triplet. And if it is asked to find out right angle triangle, then in the final statement you will mention right angle triangle. Okay, everything it is same, method is same. First you will write down squares of each number which are given in the question. Then you will find out the first statement, that is longest side square. Then what is the second statement? Sum of the squares of other two sides, or you can write down side 1 square plus side 2 square, that is second statement. Then from 1 and 2 you will identify whether they are forming right angle triangle or they are forming Pythagorean triplets or no. Okay. Now write down the homework questions. The sides of some triangles are given below. Find out which ones are right angle triangle. Second one, 11, 12, 15, 11, 12, 15, and fifth one is 40, 12, 40, 20, 30. 40, 20, 30. Okay. Second one is 11, 12, 15, and fifth one is 40, 20, 30. Okay. So these both the sums you will solve in your classwork. Now here we have completed practice set 49 and we have completed lesson number 13, Pythagorean triplet.